morning. My name is John Petrak. I serve as the Executive Vice President of the Realtors Association of Metropolitan Pittsburgh. And we've decided that we will be producing a series of videos relative to diversity and inclusion within the real estate industry and all of its facets, various facets relative to appraisal, property management, sales, etc. With me today is Anthony Williams, CPM. Anthony, thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome, John. Thank you for asking.
Now, first and foremost, CPM, what does that stand for?
Certified Property Manager.
Okay, so that's a designation awarded to you by the Institute of Real Estate Management.
Yes.
Could you tell me a little bit more about IREM, or the Institute of Real Estate Management?
Sure. The Institute of Real Estate Management came together with different managers. They came together to form the organization, and it grew from there. I think that managers needed something because there were unions for different positions, carpenters unions and things like that. Managers wanted to get together. Number one, they wanted to increase their knowledge. They came with a code of ethics, and it blossomed from there.
Mm-hmm. And I would imagine that the synergy of people joining together from the same industry is also a benefit to all members.
I agree. I think it also created diversity from the beginning, because it was, again, different managers. The property management field is diverse. Men, women, black, white, very diverse.
And that's actually something I wanted to ask you about. Relative to all the different specialties within the real estate universe, I find that IREM to be much more diverse than the other specialties. Is there something in particular that you could credit that for?
Again, I think it's based on its origins. It was started by property managers. The field has always been diverse. Men, women, again, black, white. It's always been that way. And I'm leaving some out because when if you've ever gone to an IREM conference, there are property CPMs from around the world. Different cultures. So it's always been diverse, and I think it continues in that vein.
It's actually great to see. It really is. Now, on a personal note, how did you find the industry?
I was surprised at the diversity when I started my CPM journey. I traveled to different places to take the classes. I attended several of the conferences, and the diversity up and down was amazing to me. There were women that were presidents. Not that can't happen, but it was just good to see. National presidents. So it was very diverse in that way. Good,
very good. So a little bit about your background. How long have you been in the industry?
I started in public housing. I worked for the Housing Authority of the City of Pittsburgh for 16 years. I left there and I went into affordable housing, and I've been there, I think, 17 years.
Okay, so very good.
33 years in the industry. I didn't think I'd be in this industry that long, and here I am, and I don't want to leave.
Now, on top of your CPM, from what I understand, you're also working on your broker's license.
I am. One more class, and then I get to take the test.
Very good. Excellent. Yes. Excellent. Yes. Now, I don't want to throw you all softball questions. I am going to ask a couple tougher questions. During your career, have you ever felt that you've experienced bias by either another real estate professional or a consumer?
That's a hard question because I think to be a black man in the United States, we've all felt bias from time to time. But in the industry, I haven't experienced it.
Very good.
But it exists. Let me qualify that. I don't know that it exists in the industry as much as I know that it exists.
I appreciate that answer. Is there anything else that you'd like to add about IREM and the property management industry?
I think it's a great industry. I don't know anyone who got into property management that meant to get into property management. We all went to school for different things, and we ended up in property management by one way or another. And I think that's great because we all have the same, we all have that similar entry into property management.
And one last question for you. As far as your involvement in IREM, would you encourage other property management and property management specialists to get involved?
Oh yeah, I do. I encourage the property managers that I work with to get involved. The company that I work for encourages that as well. Crossgates Management Inc. They encourage our staff to get involved with IREM and work towards getting their certified property management designation, and the ARM, the accredited residential management accreditation. So yeah.
Well, very good. Well, we thank you very much for joining us today, Anthony. We appreciate your involvement not only in the industry, but also in the Institute of Real Estate Management. Thank you very much for helping us out and participating.
Thank you, John. Thank you again.